Hi, I'm Izzy Higuereta, and I'm here with Mrs. Waters today, the business teacher here at GHS.
Hi.
And we're discussing the coffee shop. So can you tell us what all has gone into the planning of this coffee shop?
A lot has gone into the planning of this coffee shop, and we still have a ton to do. My kiddos are going out, they're asking students what they would like to see in the coffee shop, what kind of drinks you guys like, what kind of food that we should consider in the future. Trying to figure out pricing that works for everyone. So they are putting in a ton of time researching first and foremost, but then also figuring out how are we going to work all that into the coffee shop. I have students that are going around and getting quotes from construction companies and walking through with the fire marshal to say, how do we get the space ready in order to be able to even serve food? So there's a lot of moving parts for that coffee shop.
Yes, definitely. Can you tell me what the goal or mission is of the coffee shop?
Yeah, so the goal and mission is really kind of overarching to support clubs and organizations here at school, including the DECA kids. The nice thing about the coffee shop is that we can kind of use it however we want. So we're using it as a work-based learning class. So my students that are working in there are getting work-based learning credit on their transcript, which looks amazing to schools and employers. We're using it to fund, obviously, DECA, and it is a DECA project, so those kids will get to go and compete at state for their student-based enterprise. And then we're using the proceeds to help support other clubs. The reality is that we have a ton of clubs in this school, which is great, but they don't always have the funding that they need. And so we're looking at ways that we can kind of take this as a revenue stream and turn it back internally to help support, those clubs. We've reached out to teachers and organizations to say, can we come up with collaborative ideas? And so we're working on getting those things together so that way these dollars, these funds are going back into our students and back into the school.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much.